took a tour bus out here, and that's a rich man, poor man traveling on a bus because Travis Barker traveled before us on this bus, and then there was me, poor man. Also, did you guys catch the marquee out front? Who's playing here? The English Beat playing here next or something? Here's how low my self-esteem is. Whenever I go to a venue or I'm up on the marquee with another band or artist, I always look up and I go, the English Beat? Wow, what happened? It's fucking sad, isn't it? My name is right above their name, and I'm going, fucking the wheels have fallen off the wagon, man. Those are some harsh times, man. I used to listen to you guys when I was in high school. What the fuck? So we took the bus out here, and they were just playing Judge Mathis up on the TV set. So it's better without the sound. I got to be honest with you. But I was watching it, and during a commercial break. And I've been seeing a lot of these guys, like lawyers that specialize in something now. Like, it used to just be lawyer. Now it's like we're an attorney, and we specialize in this and that with the law firm. But the ones I've been seeing the most are the ones for the bikers. You see the biker attorney guy? They specialize in motorcycle accidents and all that shit, and it's all fine. I understand it, but does the fucking guy have to dress like a Hell's Angel? He's an attorney. He doesn't have to fucking show up in a leather vest and chaps. Like, I'm starting to lose some confidence in this guy. But they're always like, hey, I'm one of you bikers. I'm going to... By the way, you want to be represented in a court of law by a fucking biker? Bikers make the worst attorneys. They're drunk and they're irritable. But the guy's dressed like he pulled up to the law firm on a fully dressed hog. And I'm looking at him and I was thinking, okay, well, look, that makes sense. Fine. He represents bikers and he rides a motorcycle too, or at least he wants the audience to think he rides a motorcycle. But then I thought, well, does this hold true for all law firms? Like, what about the guys who just represent choir boys that were molested by the archdiocese? They show up in a full priest outfit. Hi, kids. I feel your pain. Now it doesn't make sense anymore, right? That guy fucking wears a suit and this guy's wearing chaps. I don't know what all the rules are with the masks, but I've had kind of an ass full of the mask rules because they don't make any sense. Like, the first thing is like, I'm vaccinated, but you've got to wear your mask to protect me. He who is vaccinated needs to be protected with a fucking wisp of gauze in front of this guy's mouth. Well, that's some fucking vaccine. And then the other thing is, if you look at everybody, if you look at anybody, Biden, Kamala Harris, any dignitary, any politician, they all, here's their mask protocol. Their mask protocol is we will stand on the back of the stage. We'll all just kind of line up before there's a press conference. We will be masks. We'll have the mask on while we're silently breathing through our noses. As soon as we come up to the microphone and bloviate, mask off. Is there any science behind that? Like, you think it works that way on a porn set? Like, you think the guy just sits there with his condom on, stroking his dick, and they go, all right, Chet, it's time to fuck. All right, let me get the condom off. Here we go. Ready? I was, all the news is all about Gabby Petito. Is that her name? Sad. We're not going to make fun of her. Too soon. She's been dead for like 4 days, dude. news cycle flies now. This is nothing. No, but you know, there's always this. I was watching Joy Reid on MSNBC, and Joy's like, "Hold on, that was a hate crime." Joy Reid's like, "Well, she's a white girl. That's why they're looking for her. She's white. If she was black, they wouldn't care. But she's white, and that's why they're looking for her." And I was like, "Yeah, she's white, but she's blonde and she's hot. That's why we're looking for her." I got news for Joy Reid. Fat chick wanders off into the woods. We don't look. Fat chick circumnavigate the globe. Nobody will look for her. Where's the fat chick? We haven't seen her in 5 days. Have you tried the Noggles? Del Taco? I don't know where she is. I hope she never comes back. She's eating all my Funyuns. Now, I don't know if you guys heard the Prime Minister of Canada, I think it was Justin Trudeau. Justin Trudeau. I don't even have a joke, but he did. I like it when the woke people trip on their own woke bullshit. That's what I like. They get so fucking woke. They've added so many letters to the gay and lesbian community that even the wokest of the woke can't commit it to memory anymore. Do we have that clip, Dawson?
I will never apologize for standing up for an LGBTQ2+ kids' rights to not have to undergo I will never apologize for standing up for an BLT, PFD, Q+ community. Oh, so fucking funny to hear him trip over all his letters. Well, as long as we're talking about politics, I had this last thought today. They, I guess it's taken a year, but they verified the Hunter Biden laptop story now. Now it's not Russian collusion anymore. It's actually his laptop. And I was thinking about it. So Hunter Biden, I mean, he's got a laptop that has like pictures of him fucking prostitutes and snorting Parmesan cheese off the carpet and just hitting a crack pipe. Like it is like the most debaucherous shit in the world. And then there's poor Beau Biden, the son who was in the military, the decorated serviceman. Guy dies of a brain tumor 5 years ago. I mean, if you gave Joe Biden like 2 beers and go, one son can survive, just one, he'd go, oh, I love them both. I'd go, I know, but hear me out. I'm not done. Jesus Christ, that is bad fucking luck. You got one son who was a military veteran, squeaky clean, and he dies, and the other one who's plowing prostitutes and doing booger sugar off their asses, and he's chronicled the whole fucking thing with his iPhone. And that's the guy who's alive? Now I'm going to do spin art, Daddy. Oh, shit. All right, should we bring my cohorts out on stage tonight? We got bald Bryan, who's going to come join us up on stage. And also Adam Ray, everybody. There he is. Grab a mic, grab a stool. Yeah, I don't know. Adam, yeah, have a seat. Yeah, sit there.
San Diego! Or Solana Beach!
Did you come up here with your stepdad?
Hilarious. No, but I feel like I found a new stepdad in the front row with that fucking Lord of the Rings beard. Look at this guy. What cave did you crawl out of near Solana Beach Avenue? Can you stand up and show the crowd real quick the beard you're working with?
Yeah.
Yeah, look at this guy. This guy will beat you at shuffleboard than butt fuck your wife. Not in that order.
I do like the guys who have the incredibly coiffed hair.
Yes.
And then the beard that just looks like you've been trapped in a prison on Devil's Island in French Guyana for 14 years. Like, it's like, what happened? You just run out of steam as soon as you got below your ears? All right, I'm not here to pile on.
No.
Unless it's sexually.
No. Good to see you guys.
So, Adam, you drove yourself out?
Drove myself down. Feeling good. Feeling a little lethargic, but I got some tequila, which always does the. Yeah. I mean, and a sugar-free Red Bull. Come on, keep it going for Lax over here, getting the juice going. Thanks, bud.
The Bryan came out with us on the party bus, which was wonderful.
Oh yeah. Now, what happened on that party bus?
Party bus is pretty sweet.
Now, what's the difference between the Carolla party bus and the Pornhub bang bus?
Carolla's on one.
Carolla's on one?
Yeah, I do realize there is a problem with that. I don't know why everyone who tours on a bus isn't 700 pounds, because you cannot go 9 minutes without eating.
It's Snack
like
City.
You just fucking sit there and you go, what do we do? Oh, yeah, let me get some string cheese. And then you sit down and you're like, where are the fucking candy-coated almonds? You know, it's like all you do is eat the entire fucking time.
Being on a tour bus, you feel like Brad Pitt in any Ocean's movie, where you just always have to be munching on something.
Right.
You're like, if we're going to talk about, Afghanistan, pass the bugles,
Right. Fucking miss bugles. I don't know where they are.
What happened to bugles? Yeah.
I don't know. And listen, don't tell me, by the way, whenever I go, what happened to, don't give me the super self-assured, oh, they're still around.
Yeah.
Because everyone always does that.
Yeah.
You know what I got? You know what I got on the bus?
Yeah.
Which I like. I can't remember. We asked our driver. Was it Greg? Nick. We asked Nick. Sorry,
Not even
one
close.
syllable.
He's very close.
One syllable. I said fucking Nick a tenth of a second after I said
What was it,
Greg.
Terry? It was Pam.
Pam.
It was a girl.
I think we'd asked him if he'd been somewhere. I'm trying to think of where we
asked him a lot of things.
We asked him a lot
We asked
of
him
things.
who else he's driven.
Right.
We asked him how many dead bodies he's found on the bus.
Great
Right.
question.
Yeah, they
The
can't.
answer was one.
They can't talk about one. They can't talk about all the debauchery that's been on the bus. By the way, I don't think if some celebrity gets on that bus after me and asks our driver Nick who's been on the bus, I do not think he says Adam Carolla. I really don't. I'm almost sure he doesn't. But he did a thing which I thought's interesting, which is I think we'd asked him if he'd been somewhere. Like, when you say to someone, like, you ever been to Australia or ever been to Anchorage or something? And most of the time people sheepishly, like you go, you ever been to Alaska? They go, well, no. Almost. Like one time, I do like when people go like, I almost went.
That means they want you to ask them more follow-up questions.
But he did this super affirmative answer where we're like, have you ever been to Alaska? And he went, no, I haven't. Like he was proud that he's never been to Alaska.
Proud or fed up because you're like the 14th person today that's asked him that. God fucking damn it, I haven't been, all right? I've never seen a moose live. Quit rubbing it in.
So you didn't, you were going to come out on the bus with us.
Yeah.
And you were going to bring your stepdad, George, right?
Yes.
And that fell through.
Yeah.
Well, why did you feel compelled to bring George in the first place? Like, I got a stepdad, John. I've never brought him anywhere.
Because he heard that the bang bus might also be there, and he could have his pick.
Oh, okay.
No, he just was going to be in town, and he's a big fan of you, and I thought it might be a nice treat to have him, just pull the rug out from under any comedy that might happen on the bus.
Yeah.
Cock block any jokes or, deliver too many puns at the wrong time. No, he just, he wanted to be a part of the fun. He's 77, but he's, loves to kick it, so.
There's 12 sleeping compartments. You could have nodded off at any point.
Oh, yeah.
Oh.
Well, I mean, he's like up at 5 a.m. I mean, he's like a West Point grad, paper route since he was 5. You know.
Where is he?
What's that?
Where is he?
I don't think I like your fucking tone, dude.
Yeah, what happened to George?
Oh, fair question.
It's really none of your business.
Sorry for yelling.
This is our guest, goddammit.
Yeah. Where is he? I just sounded like a threat. Like, we were promised a stepdad. And you did not deliver. No, he's stuck in Seattle. They had some fam stuff to do. But if you want to look him up on Facebook, I know this motherfucker will.
When did George enter your life?
2001 is when my mom and George met. He converted to Judaism. They met at temple. I think he actually was banging one of my mom's friends. I don't know banging. Dating. He doesn't strike me as a bang type. Mm-hmm. But that being said, then when, I definitely have heard he and my mom getting after it. And it's one of those things where you go, this is probably 10 years ago, though, right? So my mom was 61. He was, older than that. And I heard it, and my first instinct was, oh, God, I'm never going to unhear that. That's terrifying. Right. Mm-hmm. But then I was like, fuck, I'm glad they're still getting it in, right?
Right.
But then that immediately was washed away by, I'm never going to unhear that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Hearing him, because also it was weird, because he came and goes, Adam! And I was like, all right, well, that's not good.
He is a big Carolla fan.
What's that?
Yeah. He's a huge Carolla fan.
Yeah, he said Carolla, which was weird. He hadn't met you yet.
All right, do we want to, what are we going to play? We're going to do the Rotten Tomatoes game?
Fuck it.
All right, I feel like you should play for the guy in the Harley shirt up here with the beard.
Oh, dude, I'm playing for this guy in the rest of my life choices.
What is that shirt made of? Leather. It's not pleather. It's leather. Can I say this? Let me say this. It's going to start off bad, but I'm going to circle around.
Let's do it.
I wear a lot of cotton, but I did put on like a rayon shirt the other day, and about halfway into the day noticed a lot of BO coming. And I realized, that's me, the guy who doesn't produce BO in cotton, but if I put the rayon shirt on, it produces more BO. And then I started thinking, how certain cultures smell more than others? Well, I put it to you this way. I used to think certain folks, let's just say Armenians, had a smell to them. But then I realized it's not them. They wear a ton of rayon. If I took them to shop with me at Old Navy, we wouldn't have that situation anymore.
No.
So I think it's the fabric more than the culture. Yeah, because board shorts, t-shirts, and flip-flops do not make funky pits. But this guy, in his shirt,
complete with the one aggressive fist pump.
Yeah.
I don't know if that was a fist pump or like a... Yeah, that was. I like that, dude. That was a lot of punch. Are you a fighter? Yep. Okay. I guess not. Is what that basically was. Yeah. Thanks for answering our question. I mean, fucking, that was like video game fighting.
All right, we got a category, Dawson?
Yeah, well, it's the most wonderful time of the year. Football is back.
Yeah, baby.
Yeah.
So spike the ball and get your best end zone dance ready. This week's Rotten Tomatoes game is all about football.
Hey, can I say this? I love football. I'm happy it's back. No one loves it more than I. But there is something I would like to eliminate from football, which is a newish development, which is in the middle of the second quarter, when the fucking defense falls on a loose ball, the entire defense has to rush to the end zone and get a fucking group shot. You're fucking down by 13 points. You fell on a fucking loose ball. Your team has the ball on the 50-yard line. You do not need all 11 players to rush all the way to the fucking end zone and take a fucking selfie. It wasn't that great.
That was a trend that came on quick. That didn't evolve. All of a sudden, it's like everyone's doing it.
Yes, and also it's a lot of, they'll do that thing all the time where they'll go, oh, it's the fourth quarter, Tom Brady's got a minute and a half, that's a lifetime on the clock. Well, not if you're dying of cancer, number one. A minute 30, I wouldn't call that a lifetime. No, but what I'm saying is the announcers at some point go, that defensive line is gassed, man. They've been playing for 4 quarters. They're having trouble getting to the quarterback. They're gassed because they made 5 needless fucking trips to the opposite end zone. Yeah. They're fucking sprinting all the way to the end zone and sliding down on one knee.
They did a gasser that was totally unnecessary.
Yes, save a little of that for the fucking fourth quarter when you're trying to rush Brady. And the entire defense does not need to go down to that end zone.
Oh, send a couple guys.
Yeah, one dude punched the ball out. Yeah. The other dude fell on it.
Yeah.
The fucking cornerback had his back turned to the whole shit, was running the other direction. He doesn't need to go celebrate. He didn't do jack shit. If he was never born, you'd still have that fumble. Stop the celebrating in the fucking end zone. Thank you.
Well put.
Oh, wait a minute.
If you ever get to sing the national anthem at a Rams or Chargers game, you should just say that instead.
Oh, yeah. Oh, no, I got more to say. Yeah. This is big in college now, too. When the DB picks a ball off, when he gets to the sideline, they take Flavor Flav's clock, and like a huge medallion, and a giant fur robe. But I'm saying, where's this going? In like 7 years, is he going to have his own throne? That'd be pushed. You picked a deflected pass off. You don't need a fucking medallion. That's your job.
I hadn't noticed the medallion thing.
Oh, you haven't seen?
Oh, no, they're really doing that?
Oh, Chris will find you. Have not seen them? Like
Miami does it.
They have the full interception medallion. They have other guys getting caps and gowns and regal wear.
Now, how do you feel about offensive celebrations? Do you want those to be toned down or should they be taken up? Because it's a lot of ball spiking.
I like it. I like when they hand the ball to the fat offensive lineman to Spike, and he acts like he's never touched a football. They go, here, fat guy. He's like, oh! He starts to try to eat it. They're like, no, Mongo. No. He's like, it's like a guy's never felt a boob before, and he's like, I'm going to squeeze the nipple right off this thing. I do like when they give. I like when they give the fat guy, offensive lineman, the football to Spike. Yeah,
it's fun.
I like that.
I think they could. Now, how do we feel about Brady? Do you think he's going to play till he's 60?
Well, first off, the fucking guy hasn't aged an inch. It seems like you see him at these press conferences.
Yeah,
and it's also. Fuck you, Brady, because this whole thing is like, he goes 41 for 46 with 7 touchdowns. He always gets up there, I think we could have executed better. Really? So where's your standard? No incomplete passes for the entire season? Is that what the standard bar is? Oh, yeah. You completed 41 out of 48 passes. You're a little disappointed.
Yeah, dude, he's got to be terrible in bed. Like, if Giselle blows him and he comes and she's like, how was it? I don't do a good Giselle, but you can,
Right.
She's like, how was it, Dot? How was it? And he's just like, well, you could have used a little more tongue.
Right.
Maybe a little less.
Yeah.
A little less sandpaper mouth.
Let me do a little something I call blowjob chalk talk. Grab a knee, Giselle.
Yeah. Let's go to the monitor. Yeah.
Yeah.
Now, what you can see right here, is the dog was on the bed, too close to my cock. Yeah.
Yes. No, I don't need him humbly winning. I would tell you this. If you want to...
Shut the fuck up. Lady, shut the fuck up. No, don't point it at him. Just shut up. We're all here to have a good time. Nobody is annoying in here but you right now. Shut up. You will get kicked out.
All right, listen.
I, for one, appreciate the contributions of our audience, but Adam, you.
First off, look, I'm all for heckling.
Don't get me wrong. But when I go, let me tell you something, and then you scream no, that really defeats the entire purpose of the show right there, ladies and gentlemen. Hi, I'm Adam Carolla. No! All right, thank you very much.
You should walk off the stage.
The English Beat's going to be here in 11 days.
You were great.
Enjoy your nachos. Thank you very much.
Yeah, thank you so much.
Yeah, let me say something controversial before you yell no.
Fuck no!
All right, here's what I'd like everyone to do.
Lady, I will call my stepdad George to fly down here and fuck you in the mouth if you don't shut the fuck up. Stop it. Stop it. Let the man talk. You paid to see Adam Carolla, right?
But
who
also,
paid to see Adam Carolla tonight? Jesus Christ, yeah.
I
Lock it in.
I want to say this.
Lock it in.
I want to say...
Fucking Gabby Petito's mom over here.
Yeah. Well, you got the Gabby part right.
All right.
If you'd like to have a little fun on Google, find a picture of Tom Brady.
Yes.
When he's 23.
Yeah.
Now, what is he, 43?
44, I think.
44?
He's a year older than me, yeah.
Find a picture of Tom Brady at 23, and then find a picture of Tom Brady at 44. You will see almost no movement physically.
Like crazy?
He's
Dorian more handsome, I would say.
He's better looking now.
Chiseled.
All right. Then, find a picture of Jan Michael Vincent at 23, and find one at 44, and see what 21 years can really do to a man who's not drinking avocado smoothies and banging models all day.
All day.
All day.
I saw a story that Brady eats 50 to 60 almonds every day.
Yeah, he's one of these guys. By the way, you know there's a lot of other quarterbacks in the league that are like, oh, he eats almonds all day, he eats avocados, he makes smoothies out of jicama. This is bullshit. You know there's a lot of guys doing that now, right? It's been long enough. Or maybe Giselle's vagine is the fountain of youth.
I think so.
One way to find out.
You know what?
One way to find out.
If guys can name their dicks, why can't chicks name their vaginas?
Thank you. Been saying this for years.
Yes.
That was my high school yearbook quote.
That's right, and the Fountain of Youth would be an awesome name for a vagina.
You have to be a squirter.
The what now?
You have to be a squirter to get that nickname.
That's right. Brian's right. Working
Guys,
blue.
Paul Bryan for the joke of the night so far. Wait, now I got a question. Gwyneth Paltrow had the vagina candles. Did she ever name the candle? You know what I'm saying?
That's right.
Because I feel like she would be the one to kind of be on the front lines of this naming your vagina movement.
Yeah.
Was the candle just a flavor, or did it have like a first name, or do we know? Did anybody buy the candle?
She had candles that smelled like her vagina.
Yes.
But...
You want me to look up the flavors?
But I mean, that's her... That's wishful thinking on her part. You know what I mean? Like, if you've ever smelled Gwyneth's vagina after a long day of horseback riding, wearing rayon underpants, getting over a yeast infection, it doesn't have hints of cumin. All right, sorry. Where were we? We're going to do this, Dawson?
Yeah, in our first film. Mm-hmm. The playoffs are fast approaching, but all the players on the Washington Sentinels have gone on strike. So it's up to a legendary coach paid by Gene Hackman to recruit a team of misfit players, including Keanu Reeves, Orlando Jones, and Jon Favreau, and coach them all to Super Bowl glory from the year 2000. The film, The Replacements.
Kind of a fun film.
The second movie where Keanu Reeves played a former Ohio State quarterback.
Oh, right. Yeah, because Point Break.
Point Break?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I love Point Break.
Great movie. Keanu, yeah. You forget how many sports movies Keanu did.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
He did, was it Hardball? No.
It might have been Hardball. He was like assigned to coach a team or something.
Yeah, he was like, I think he was in community service, and they were like, why don't you coach all these young meth heads?
You know,
and he was like, all right, if I have to, you know. I remember the one line he said from that was so, they tried to really force it down and make it like a super emotional moment. He was like, he showed up on like the final game or something, and they all, had, some showing up problems, and he goes, the hardest thing in life is to show up. I'm blown away by your guys' ability to show up. And then they cut to a mom in the crowd, and she's like,
that had a little Jim Ignatowski in it, by the way, from Taxi. Just a dusting. Yeah, just a dusting.
All right. Yeah, De Niro would have been better.
This movie wasn't bad. It wasn't good. It was a little bit fun. Critics don't really like sports movies that much, but Hackman, legendary coach and actor. I'm just going to go right close down the middle at 43%.
A little higher. Still rotten at 58.
Yeah, I'm going to 62. I'm going to $1 both of you guys.
62.
The Replacements is rotten at 41.
Ooh, Carolla.
Ooh. Yeah.
Our next film tells the true story of Vince Papale, a 30-year-old lifelong Eagles fan who gets a chance to try out for his favorite NFL team. Spoiler alert, he becomes the oldest rookie in the NFL who never played in college. Mark Wahlberg, Greg Kinnear, and Elizabeth Banks star. In 2006's Invincible.
Yeah. Kinnear killed it as Dick Vermeil.
Oh, yeah.
He was great.
Kinnear always crushes it.
Dick Vermeil looks like a lesbian.
Go on.
While you're Googling...
If that's not the name of your next special.
Jan Michael Vincent. Look up Dick Vermeil. He looks like a lesbian. And I like Dick Vermeil because he cries all the fucking time.
Dick Vermeil's up for the Hall of Fame next year, for the voting. You keep this shit up, you induct him.
Oh, that'd be awesome. Yeah, he'll cry. He's going to cry his
waterworks.
His eyes out. Yeah. Mm-hmm. All right. So, period piece, right?
This movie was by the numbers. It was
by the
fun.
numbers.
It was what it should have been. It was good.
It's also you get classic Wahlberg starting off being like, I'm just a regular garbage guy. I don't really do too much stuff, I just kind of drive around Philly, I love Philly. I drive around. I high-five my friends. I say hi to my mom. Say hi to your mom for me. Wait, the Eagles are having tryouts. Should I go to the Eagle tryouts?
Yeah, you need to go, Vince.
I think the Eagles are having tryouts. I think I can play football for them. I think I could.
I don't know.
What do you think, best friend? Can I play for the Eagles?
I say you just date that bartender and call it a life.
Yeah, but being a bartender is like my true calling. I feel like I can make people happy. 2-for-1 Jack and Cokes. You love that from me.
But Vince, you're too old.
I'm only 40.
That's too old. You didn't play college ball. You're undersized.
I'm not a dog. I'm just a guy with a passionate heart.
Hang out with the townies. Watch from the sofa. It's safer.
But what about my kid? Don't I have a kid? I fucking forget what happens in this movie. Who's gonna pay for my kid's lunchbox?
Vince, Bill Bergey's gonna crush you if you go out on that field.
No way, I'm fast as fuck. Oh shit, this is a Disney movie. I'm fast as fudge.
Fudge isn't fast, Vince.
No, you gotta see me. I've been training, I've been practicing. I've been going down to the valleys and doing curve workouts. I'm on Atkins. I swear I'm losing weight. You wanna see my cock? Oh shit, I'm in a Disney movie. You wanna see my wiener?
That's another movie.
Oh shit, oh Boogie Nights.
Yeah.
Have I done that yet by this time?
This is a Disney movie. You play Vince. All right. That was awesome.
Basically, what I was trying to say is I love Wahlberg movies where he doesn't think he can do something,
right.
And then he goes, actually, I think I can. And then he fucking does it,
I think that movie, did you see it, Bryan?
I did.
I think it had one of those scenes that's never actually happened in real life, where they're going to play a pickup football game in a torrential downpour,
and they use the car headlights to light up the field.
Right.
Nobody ever goes, what about my battery? It's 1975. The car barely starts as it is. I can't fucking leave the high beams on for 4 fucking hours. How about we play a game while the fucking sun's out? It's pouring out here.
Yeah.
And then they do, like, they have those, like, pickup games. They do them, they had it in Point Break, too. They pulled all the Jeeps out onto the sand. They're always like, oh, it's teeming, and they're just sliding through puddles of water. No one goes like, what the fuck? I got sand up my ass. This is horrible. Sorry. In Point Break, you know, like Johnny Utah caught the ball, and he was running in 4 feet of water at a certain point, and somebody tackled him into the surf, like almost drowned him. But all right, this is by the numbers, but it's like well done. It's feel good.
Based on a true story too, right?
Based on a true story.
Loosely, I think, but enough to where you're like you buy into it pretty early on, right?
Yeah. Oh yeah. It's
it tugs at the heartstrings.
It tugs at the heartstrings. You got to lock it in, Adam.
Yeah, I'm good.
You're locked in.
Yeah, locked.
I say 71.
Woo! Look at that. This, I think, is part of that string of films by Disney, like Miracle and $1 Million Arm, and this one where they're just good enough. You know what I mean? So I said 70.
Again, I think you got Mark Wahlberg in this. Elizabeth Banks, right, plays the girlfriend.
Yeah.
She's tries on a Boston accent, does okay with it.
Right.
You have comedian Dov Davidoff.
Oh, that's right.
Playing one of the buddies.
Right. Mm-hmm.
And then you got Wahlberg with that fucking, it's like, that haircut is...
Right.
We've only seen Wahlberg with that hair in this movie. But again, I love these types of movies, especially when they're sports and based on a true story. And I think the audience appreciate that too. I'm going with 76.
76.
Invincible is fresh at 72%.
Little low.
Yeah.
Speaking of college football, our next film centers around the University of Notre Dame. Poor Rudy Rudiger. All he wants to do is play for the legendary football team, but he doesn't have the money for the tuition or even the grades for a scholarship. But all it takes is a little bit of grit and determination to make your dreams come true. Sean Astin, Ned Beatty, Charles S. Dutton, and once again Jon Favreau star in 1993's Rudy.
Isn't Vince Vaughn in this
Do you
too?
do Vince Vaughn? Yes, about to ask.
I wish, dude. Come on, baby. I was in the movie. Was I in the movie? Did you see the movie?
Yeah, you played the movie. You were prima donna, Vince.
Yeah, like 2 lines, but I was in the movie. Sean Astin's a friend of mine. You know Sean Astin? Sean Astin, baby. That's a fucking money buddy. That's a money. Yeah.
Yeah, but you weren't a big star back then, so you had a small role, a supporting role.
Oh yeah.
I think this is where Favreau met Vince Vaughn.
It is.
Yeah.
You're exactly
really?
right.
It's where they met. Well, this is a good movie. Everyone loves this movie. Now, it can be a little tough sometimes because it's iconic.
Yes.
And so sometimes you think, well, it's iconic. It's got to be 90%. But did the critics see it that way? What year was it, Dawson?
It was 1993.
Wow. Earlier than I thought.
I remember seeing this in like high school, middle school. Like
we're coming up on 30 years of Rudy.
Rudy's a convicted felon.
He was right now?
Rudy Rudiger, who went to jail.
Really?
Yeah, he's a
the
real
real
shyster.
guy?
He's a real shyster.
The real guy?
Yes, the real guy. Well, Chris can look that up.
Well, do you think
Really?
how did he go to jail? Was he going around writing the Rudy fame?
It was some scam.
Just stealing cheeseburgers and pushing down cops, yeah.
All right. You guys got it locked in.
Locked and loaded.
I say this was feel good. It wasn't that schmaltzy. You had Charles Dutton, right?
That's right. He was the
groundskeeper.
Great part, by the way.
I say 86.
I hate Notre Dame, but even I can recognize this is a good movie. 91.
I think you got Notre Dame. You got one of the most prestigious college football programs on the planet. I think the first movie that really centers around this university in this fashion with somebody that also starred in Goonies. Let me finish. Yeah.
Okay. You brought it home.
I think and ended Aston's, I think... No, he went on to crush it after that. 50 First Dates is a great movie. I'm going to say the number of shots, the number of Jell-O shots she's had tonight, 84.
84.
Yeah. Feels about right.
84, yeah, feels right.
Rudy is certified fresh at 78%.
Oh, so low. So low.
Fuck Notre Dame.
Critics are rough on sports movies sometimes because critics they do these sort of comic book movies needlessly high sometimes, and a little rough on sports movies because they're all fucking nerds and they hate jocks. That's what happened. All right, it's close going into the championship rounds here.
Given his past body of work, you wouldn't think that Oliver Stone would be interested in making a sports movie, but leave it to the director of JFK, The Doors, and Natural Born Killers to explore the world of professional football from almost every conceivable angle. The all-star cast includes Al Pacino, Cameron Diaz, Dennis Quaid, James Woods, Jamie Foxx, LL Cool J, and on and on and on and on and on from 1999. Any Given Sunday.
Well, this is a tough one. First off, if you're going to do an NFL movie, you got to clear some team logos. You know what I mean? Nobody wants to see the Delaware hoagie sandwiches playing the Utah Flounders, you know. But these guys had like big Gothic crosses on them and no numbers and stuff.
Yeah,
like, it bumps you to watch it. Yeah. By the way, you know, it turns out Lawrence Taylor can act. If you watch this movie, maybe acting is no big deal because Lawrence Taylor, all he's done his whole life is fuck prostitutes, do cocaine, and break quarterbacks' legs. That's all he did.
And turns out he somehow fit in studying Meisner in between.
Yeah, and Al Pacino's one of the most celebrated actors on the planet. He'd been doing it for 40 years at that point. They put him in the same movie. LT was exactly the same as Pacino. No difference.
Yeah.
You could not say that about any other activity. Like, that wouldn't work for Ultimate Frisbee. Would be, this guy's a champion. He's been playing for 40 years. I've never picked up a Frisbee. We do it the same. It wouldn't happen in Ultimate Frisbee.
I know that black don't crack, but it did bump me. They had a 55-year-old linebacker on the Miami Sharks.
Yes. Oh, the Sharks. That's right. Kind of fun to see. Oh, Anne Margaret is like the alcoholic boozy, mom and stuff. Dennis Quaid. It's a very watchable movie.
I like this movie.
It's a fun and watchable movie.
I mean, it has one of the most iconic. I mean, you want to talk about iconic sports moments, but that speech at the end when he's just like, "On this team, we fight for that inch. We tear ourselves and everyone around us to pieces for that inch." I'll tell you this in any fight. Now, I can't make you do it. You got to look at the guy next to you. Look into his eyes. Now, I think you're going to go and see a guy who'll go that inch with you. Hoo-ah.
That was excellent.
Anybody listening at home, Adam Ray had his eyes closed, and he was staring up toward the ceiling when he did that.
Did it from
committed that to memory. Well, now listen. The last couple of times we played this, I've done real well at the beginning and was snake bit at the end. Now, we have one more after this, Dawson?
Yes.
Okay. Now, the problem with this movie is while we all find it pretty enjoyable and pretty watchable, the critics do not have to see it that way. I think we're in the phase where we're starting to punish Oliver Stone a little bit.
It's a little outlandish. You can call this. The guy gets his eye taken out on the field.
Right. There was some of that.
It was also showcasing like the use of drugs in sports.
But is it, is it 57? Because it could be 31, It's hard to tell.
Not with that cast. They would.
All right, you guys lock it in.
Lock, baby.
I'm going to say the critics were douches at 44.
I've played this game long enough to know that when Adam Carolla throws out a number, you take that number, 57.
Fuck. All right. Well, I went with my gut on this one and my heart, and I feel like the the critics weren't going to do Pacino wrong. They were like, they knew Jack and Jill was coming. So they were like, we have time to take down Pacino.
Yeah.
So I'm going a hard 88.
Whoa! You don't know the
Thanks for the support, Solana. That's your real name.
Yeah.
Any Given Sunday is rotten. At 52%.
Congrats.
Wow.
Didn't see that coming. There. Went for it, had to.
Yeah.
And finally, we have this crowd-pleasing comedy from Adam Sandler about a not-so-bright man-child who apparently has unbelievable strength whenever he's antagonized. Though his mother doesn't want him anywhere near the sport of a foosball, a losing coach is determined to convert his former water boy into a star linebacker. Kathy Bates, Henry Winkler, and Rob Schneider co-star in 1998's The Water Boy.
Great read, Dawson.
All right. What do you think, Bryan?
You want me to go? I enjoy parts of this movie for the laughs, but I can't imagine the critics were kind to this.
No, I cannot.
This was, I feel like, at the start of these Sandler, like, critics truly just taking a stab and going hard in the paint, you know? Mm-hmm. I mean, look, again, I thoroughly enjoyed it. I think it's one of...
Don't say your guess.
I think it's one of Sandler's most bankable movies.
It's slapsticky. Like, when he knocks somebody out, it's fucking hilarious.
Also, again, you've never seen it. It's like, and the character was just silly enough. Henry Winkler crushes it.
All right, but here's a thought experiment. Adam Sandler... in his movies, like Mr. Deeds and stuff like that,
right?
He is a physical maniac who punches people over and over again.
He's a violent sociopath.
Happy Madison and all that. He's a violent sociopath who does it for laughs. I guarantee you, if you took every fucking movie Chuck Norris did and only edited out the violent, physical, fisticuffs scenes, and you did the same with Adam Sandler's reel would be twice as long as Chuck Norris's would. I fucking guarantee it. It'd be nonstop him beating the shit out of people.
Yeah. That being said, I would love to see Chuck Norris and Bob Barker fight.
Yes, that would be... Oh, right. Forgot about... His movies are violent. All right. No way the critics like this.
My money's on Barker.
I think, Adam Ray, I think you backed yourself right out of the competition in your last 88.
I think so.
I think so.
Do I still get to contribute on this one?
Yeah.
What year was this, Dawson?
This was 1998.
Now, Bryan and I are pretty close in this game. I might have a small lead, but it's close. And keep in mind, the last two times we did this, I had a lead going into the last movie and screwed the pooch. So now, with that in mind, is this
throw out a number.
There was laughs in this movie, and Henry Winkler was likable.
You got that guy that's like,
there's that guy,
Farmer Fran.
Yeah, Sling Blade was in there.
That's right.
Yeah.
Look at them French fried potatoes.
Yeah. You got Vicky Valancourt, right? Vicky Valancourt.
Yeah.
That's right, Vicky Valancourt.
Kathy Bates. I think she won an Oscar for this, didn't she?
She lost.
She lost, yeah, unfortunately.
But also, critics can be insulted by these kinds of movies
1,000%.
and go into the teens. Like, this could have easily been into the teens.
Insulted.
Yeah. No, it's an attack.
How could you make me watch this?
Yes. I say, for that reason, 32.
Oh, this is gonna separate the men from the boys right here, because I was doing some math, right? So they killed Sandler in his first few movies. Then The Wedding Singer, they're like, oh, this is a pretty good movie. They gave him his due. I think it's actually fresh. But then they killed him on this, I think. I said 12.
Oh, you goddamn might be right. It's fucking thinking 13.
They already gave him his due, right? They were like, oh, this guy can do it.
All right. Again, I feel like I'm way off. But I went a little higher than that. I went 49.
49.
I feel like that's, not breaking 50, but I feel like just funny enough. At that time, that was a very 90s comedy.
Mm-hmm. The Water Boy is rotten.
What?
At 34%.
Oh, yeah.
Carolla.
I needed that.
Man.
Leaving us our
Scared of the
scores.
bright lights. That's what I'm bringing.
When the pressure's on.
Yeah, I'm like Allen Iverson. I don't practice.
You really are.
I'm talking about practice.
Yeah.
Congratulations to all three of you. You made the podium on this outing of the Rotten Tomatoes game.
Yeah.
Adam Ray standing strong with the bronze, coming in with a score of 82.
That's not good, right?
That showing.
That's high, right?
No.
Bald Bryan with a score of 59. You 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. My doctor told me to count to 5 when I get excited because the big win goes to Adam Carolla with a score of 21.
Wow, that's a good score.
Yeah, that's
It's the Rotten Tomatoes game. You know how we do it.
all right. Before we pull these balls, should we do a little news with the great and fabled Dawson up here? And I, by the way, should tell everyone Adam Ray. AdamRayComedy.com is where you can go if you want to find out his live touring dates and, of course, about last night, the podcast as well. All right,
bud.
Dawson, you've cooked up some news for us? All right.
Reporting live from Dusseldorf, it's the news with Mike Dawson.
Hey, Dawson.
Yes, boss.
I don't know if this is a yardstick to measure white trashdom,
It's a bandana.
but when we were backstage and you ordered the fish tacos, and I asked if you were enjoying them, and you said not your favorite. You like the battered, the breaded fish tacos?
I do.
I think that's a little white trash.
He's not
I agree.
disagreeing. He's not disagreeing.
Oh, okay. That's like, I like Dijonnaise or Miracle Whip more than I like mayonnaise. Okay, sorry. Just so
Well, I
you
got
know.
friends in low places. How many Garth Brooks fans we got in the house tonight?
Well, say hello, because he's in the back.
Well, Garth Brooks has revealed that audience vaccinations are going to be a big deal on his next tour. The country singer kicked off a stadium tour in 2019, but then the pandemic hit. But he picked it up again in July, and this time around, he is only playing dive bars.
Really?
He says the dive bars are vaccinated. He said it's impossible to get an entire NFL stadium vaccinated, so he's going to go to the place where it's easiest for people to get vaccinated. Now, how do you feel about this? This really splits performers.
First off, I'm thinking about a dive bar. Like, he's just going to play dive bars. But do you think the people who own and manage the bar think of it as a dive bar?
No.
I think they just think of it as a bar.
Yeah.
I think Garth Brooks is calling it a dive bar, but I think they would just say, I work at a bar.
Yeah.
I manage a bar.
Yeah.
They usually don't put the word dive in front of it.
Yeah. Like you don't call a bedroom a fuck dungeon. You just call it
Right.
where a place I sleep,
Right.
where stuff happens. Yeah.
That's right.
Garth Brooks is only playing fuck dungeons.
That's right.
On the next tour, yeah, he comes out. I'm only playing fuck dungeons in 2022.
No, Adam, you make a great point. When we were in New York doing the Adam Carolla show a while back, a long time ago, me and Matt Fondelier and a couple other people around, we found a dive bar with Leonard Skinner on the jukebox, and we got in and met the owner and said, man, thanks for being open for us. We were looking for a dive bar, and you could hear the record scratch.
Shot in Manhattan.
What'd you call my place?
Yeah.
No, don't say that there.
Yeah.
ooh, I wonder if Leonard Skinner agreed to play bars where people weren't fully vaccinated, even in the jukebox.
Yeah, he stops mid-song.
We're getting to that point.
Well,
All right, Garth.
I also imagine that he uses the term dive bar loosely because we all know what a dive bar is. Garth knows what a dive bar is. But let's face it, he's going to play the belly up. We can only hope.
What do you need to be a dive bar? I think you got to have some pickled eggs. You know, you got to have like hard-boiled eggs and brine.
Is this an LA thing? I think dive bars have gotten kind of hip, kind of hipster.
Mm-hmm.
Like a dive bar isn't a seedy place anymore. A dive bar is like a cool place to go hang out.
Yeah, you can't catch hepatitis at most dive bars nowadays.
What's this world coming to?
I blame Silver Lake.
We're falling apart, man.
I blame Silver Lake for making everything quaint and cute that we never liked.
Yeah.
I think there are 3 key things for a dive bar. Dark, red velvet booths or red vinyl booths, and a jukebox.
1000%.
I like the ones that have the sports page up by the urinal.
Oh, yeah.
But also...
From like the 80s?
Yeah, it's weird. Remember those bars that had the sports page up on like the cork board in front of the urinal? Let me ask this though: how long are you pissing, dude? Like, I've never taken a piss and went, "Oh, I'm bored off my ass." If only there was some literature. Like, put it in the fucking stall where you're fucking planting.
Yeah,
you're forcing one out. You know what I mean? If you're smart, you take the sports page, you put on the inside of the stall door, not in front of the fucking urinal. And then also, is that really what you want to promote in your bathroom? Like
Turnover.
Yeah. No, I was done pissing 20 minutes ago. I was reading this retrospective on Muhammad Ali.
Get out!
Well, there's a fucking line.
Yeah. Look how many assists James Worthy had in 1992.
Yeah.
But I think the stall is more for the scratch, like call this number for a good time. Mm-hmm. By the way, has anybody ever... I've never met someone who's actually made good on one of those numbers.
No.
And received, anything. You have, yeah? For
No.
real? Oh, wow. Yeah. Would you ever do that? Have you done that? Have you thought about that? Carolla?
Oh, calling?
Yeah.
One of the numbers in the bathroom?
Yeah, even just to prank them.
I did, okay. True story. Drew and I were playing West Virginia. We were doing a college, West Virginia Mountaineers, I guess. I remember being in West Virginia. Couple of thoughts about West Virginia. First off, there was like a knock on the door at some point, like 7 at night. I opened the door, and there was an attractive blonde woman in a maid's outfit. She's like, "Did you call a maid?" I thought she was a prostitute that Drew sent over. I thought it was like Days of Thunder, where the cop pulled over Tom Cruise. I'm from L.A. I've never seen a blonde chick mop a toilet out and turn down a bed. That's not... We have other groups that do that. It's much more dexterity than blonde chicks do. But it was like, what are you doing? And then you're from L.A., you're like, baby, you don't have to do this. Look at your hair. And a blonde maid. I also had this thing. We played the college. We used to play these colleges. 3,000 people would show up. There was one fucking hotel in town, so everyone knew Dr. Drew and I had to be staying at this place in West Virginia. There was like one Hilton in the entire fucking town. So I went in there, and I got back from the show, and it was like 2 in the morning or something, and it had the red light blinking on the phone, like you have a message, like, remember that excitement in your hotel? It's like Commissioner Gordon's on the other line. Robin, to the bat pole. They're like, but it's nothing. Yeah. It's always shit. But I called and listened to it, and it was this sloppy, drunk sorority chick. Hey, we saw you and Drew tonight. We're calling you at the hotel. Call me. Let's party. And blah, blah, blah. Drew and I had to make like an 8 a.m. flight the next day. So we had to be up at like 5:45. Yeah, too early. And then, meet in the lobby at 6:15 and drive to the airport and all the fucking glamorous life we used to lead. But I do remember this chick calling, and leaving her sloppy, drunken message, and I did write her number down, and at 5:45, I called her ass. Oh, yeah. I was like, I'll call you back.
Hello, who's this?
Hey, it's Adam Carolla. You said last night I should give you a buzz if I'm in West Virginia. I'm here, baby. Let's party.
Wait, Adam who?
Adam Carolla. You left a message last night at the Hilton. You said you said you wanted to party.
Oh, yeah, I did. I still do. I mean, I'm still fucked up. Like, what do you... Do you have coke, or what's going on? Where are you guys at?
No, I mean, Dr. Drew's got fentanyl.
Yeah, I mean, I'm sleeping...
Perks, he's got Percocet.
I'm sleeping outside...
Vicodin.
Yeah.
He crushes it up and he snorts it. You don't know the difference
Well, who
between that
doesn't do that? I'm doing that right now, so YOLO.
Dr. Drew in the hizzy.
She picked up the phone completely hungover and disoriented. It's like, hello? Like, you know what I miss? The cell phone has ruined the super sloppy, sleepy, hungover phone answer. You know, you knock over the glass of water on the nightstand, and then hello, you pull it. You know, you pull the phone up. Hello, you can hear all the sounds that go into answering the phone.
Also, the spontaneity of not knowing who it is.
Right. No ID. So I talked to her, and she was fucked up. It was awesome. Yeah.
No caller ID. There should be like caller YD, where it's like you see who. Like you see why, not who. Where it's like, Jake, need a ride from the airport. And you're like, click.
Yeah. Don't know who.
That's caller
YD.
Yeah, who it is. I don't know what the fuck you
caller
want.
YD. Right. Want to borrow some cash.
Yeah. Want to start a business. I got an app idea. Sorry, Caleb. Not today.
Yeah,
just want to check on your car's extended warranty.
Yeah. That's right. YD. I like that.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Well, we learned on the bus ride up here when we recorded the show that the best kind of music to listen to while you're driving is classical music.
Oh, yeah.
Because it doesn't have distracting lyrics. Well, over in the UK, they have been voting on what the best road trip songs are. According to the UK, their favorite, with a U, road trip songs, the most important criteria is that it's upbeat and a sing-along anthem.
Yeah.
I'll tell you the top 5, but do you have any guesses? And what are some of your favorite road trip songs?
Does, someone said American Pie, but...
I thought he said the Family Ties theme song.
The thing about American Pie is you could be road tripping from L.A. to Oregon and you still wouldn't finish the song.
It is too long.
Still halfway into it. There's a Dave Edmunds song called Crawling from the Wreckage that Dawson will probably enjoy. I don't know. What do you think, Adam Ray?
John Denver? Yeah, I said nobody ever.
This is in London, dear.
I don't know. I think some... can't go wrong with some Queen, probably. Champagne Supernova, yeah, maybe some
I was gonna say,
Oasis.
this is the UK.
Maybe some Foo Fighters.
Yeah, Oasis 1 through 10.
Well, in the top 20, some of the gems are Europe, the final countdown.
That's where you're arriving your
Oasis
destination.
Wonderwall made the list at 16. Michael Jackson's Thriller. Spandau Ballet, Gold.
Gold! What?
Yeah.
Wow.
Billy Joel's Uptown Girl, but the top 5. The number 5 favorite with a U driving track in the UK is Eye of the Tiger.
Oh, my God.
The number 4 song, Fleetwood Mac, Go Your Own Way.
So it's an interesting message to send someone else in the car.
Coming in at number 3 on the countdown. Bon Jovi's Living on a Prayer.
Yeah, that makes
sense.
sense.
The 3rd favorite song.
Any Chumbawamba in there?
It's a rough road trip.
Can we spice it up with some fucking...
Let me out!
Yeah. Some Billy Ocean or some Hanson?
The number 2 favorite song in the UK is ABBA's Dancing Queen.
Oh,
I'm back in.
I like ABBA.
Me too.
Yeah, what's not to like?
And the #1 road tripping song in the UK, someone out here in the crowd already called it. It is Queen's Bohemian Rhapsody.
Let's sing along. And coming in at 145 on the list, the Pepto-Bismol theme song. You know how that goes?
No, give it to me.
Nausea, heartburn, indigestion, upset stomach, diarrhea. Great sing-along song. Learn the words. Make that drive to Sacramento a lot better.
Let's put your hands together for Mike Dawson and Paul Bryan.
Thank you, guys.
Who'll be exiting the stage.
Don't worry, Gina. Your job is safe. That was the news with Mike Dawson.
The great Adam Ray assumes the position
Let's do it, baby.
to pull the ping pong balls with the
Everybody knows how this
single
works,
word on it.
right? Were they briefed?
Yeah, one ball, one word, and one bit.
Great.
All right.
First word of the night. Birth.
You know, it's a weird thing. Sometimes I find myself looking to see what the one ball said, and then I'm going, oh, that's cheating. Knowing the premise of the joke that I haven't yet constructed 2 seconds beforehand is not really cheating.
No.
It's not like we're playing gin rummy here. Well, birth. I can tell you, almost everyone I know was born, so I have thoughts on this. As you know, I don't like celebrating birthdays. I like celebrating achievement days because all Jeffrey Dahmer and Alan Hitler, I can't remember his first name, all the greats were all born. Why are we celebrating being born? You know, we should celebrate our achievement day. So, like, figure out the day you passed the bar or the day you finished off a pig's trough at Farrell's, which is 5 scoops of ice cream and all the fixins. You know, figure out the day you did the Tough Mudder.
Yeah.
Figure out that day, make it your achievement day, and then every year see if you can beat that achievement day with a new achievement day. So let's forget the birthdays. But speaking of birth, I was there for my twins being born. By the way, I have twins. One of them was born 9 seconds before the other one was because it'd be cruel to pull them both out at the same time.
Be awesome. Be awesome.
It would be awesome.
It'd be very True Lies of you.
Yeah, and any obstetrician who fucking is worth his salt would do it because it's always like, I'm your older sister. I'm 8 seconds older than you, you know, and it's ha hee hee. It's not fucking... It's not entertaining, but they went C-section, and one of them came out first. Asked me which one.
Which one?
Who gives a fuck? Because they're only 11 seconds older than the other one.
Yeah. What have you done?
Number one. Number two, it is funny having boy-girl twins because when you say to people, I have boy-girl twins, they go, oh, fraternal or identical?
Oh, my God.
Yeah, that one's got a cock and balls, the other's got a coin slot. But other than that, they're exactly the same.
For now.
One's got the Fountain of Youth, the other's got a wrecking bar. But yes, they're identical. Except for one's a chick, and the other's a dude.
Yeah.
Other than that, yeah.
Exactly the same.
If you close your eyes, you can't tell the difference unless they talk, and then you know. But if they're mute and you close your eyes, you couldn't tell them apart, unless you had hands.
Yeah.
Other than that, they're identical. So they're born, and they make you. I don't know. First off. What is this process? You don't have kids yet.
No, but I have twin nieces.
Oh, you have twin nieces. All right, but it's at some point...
I hate that guy, by the way.
At some point, you're going to forget to pull out.
Yeah.
And you'll have a beautiful child of your own.
I can't wait.
Yeah, I should write greeting cards, right?
It's actually a great card. Somebody would buy that.
So you'll forget to pull out, you'll sire a child.
Yeah.
And what'll happen is everyone will convince you it's super important for you to be in the operating room when the shit is going down.
Hard pass.
I totally agree. It's the weirdest thing in the world. And it's only this. It's not like there's such a thing where some guy's having his, if my dad's having his fucking gallbladder removed, I can't go, I want to hang out. Why can't I watch? I'll scrub in. Give me a mask. No. But when you have kids, they're like, oh, you're going to want to be there. And I go, no, I don't want to be there. And they go, oh, no, you'll want to be there. And then they'll go, if you're not there, you're going to beat yourself up. Like, you're going to wish you were there.
Yeah. But also, the gallbladder surgery is the one to be at. Because, no, it's never going to ruin, like, well, now I can't fuck a gallbladder again.
Yeah, man. I can't get my dad's gallbladder out of my fucking mind's eye, man. I can't achieve an erection anymore. You're right.
Yeah. I only say that because I have a buddy who just swears by it. He was like, I shouldn't have been in there. He's like, he told me, he was like, I saw too much.
Yeah, you see too much.
Yeah.
Well, also, look, I don't want to be in the operating room if a fucking gangbanger has a bullet in his upper arm. I don't want to see that.
No.
They fucking gut you like a fish and pull 2 gerbils out of your center. It is not pleasant to watch. And then there's this part. The other part they're scared you're going to miss the experience of, which is, you got to cut the umbilical cord.
Why?
Like, oh, now I have a job?
Yeah.
You want me just to wipe shit down?
That's like the grocery store that says, bag your own shit.
Yeah. I would rather fucking fluff the doctor than actually physically get involved.
1,000%.
It helps him concentrate.
Yeah.
I imagine.
Another great greeting card.
That's right. So what happens is they go, you want to cut that umbilical cord? And I go, no, I don't, absolutely not. By the way, that's nobody's dream.
Yeah.
It's not something, if that's something you look forward to, you should be incarcerated. Like, any umbilical cords, huh? Any extra? Nothing? I brought my own steak knife. What do we got? Umbilical cord? No. So they go, you're going to cut that umbilical cord? I go, no, I don't want to fucking do that.
Yeah.
By the way, isn't that part of the procedure?
Yeah. For you to do? For the doc to do?
Yeah, that's for the doctor to do.
Yeah.
I'm not qualified for that.
Hey, Doc, you want to go build me a homemade toboggan? You know, like, do what you're supposed to do.
Do your fucking job.
Yes.
I'm paying you to do this. Why are we fucking outsourcing
He's asking
this
the wrong
shit?
guy. Also, no offense, you don't look like a guy that should cut a...
I know, but this isn't a fucking Korean barbecue where I get to make my own fucking steak shanks. You do it. I'm paying you.
Yeah.
You bring me the umbilical cord and I'll eat it, but I'm not fucking helping you out with your job.
Yeah. People do eat it.
So they're going like, you're going to want to do this. By the way, all this shit anyone has ever told you would be important is never important.
No.
When I was 12, they're like, you better learn the metric system or you'll be unemployable. Not important.
No.
Unless you sell drugs, and then you have to know the fucking kilo of Bolivian shale. You have to be able to figure that out. But here's the whole point. So they're like, you're going to cut the umbilical cord. I'm like, I don't want to cut the umbilical cord. Like, you're going to be missing out if you don't do that. Yeah, I'm sure I'll be haunted, just like our fucking dads are haunted by the fact that they didn't actually jump in and help out with the surgical procedure.
I don't care.
So I go, no, I don't want to do that. They're like, all right, well, we'll see. And they pull the 2 kids out, and they put each one in their own clear. It's basically something you bake brownies in, essentially. It's that Corningware, essentially. It's like they put them in the Corningware, and they bring them over, and then they're over there, and they're like sponging them off. They're always sponging. They need a dip. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I saw the cover of the Nirvana album. Fucking kids can handle it. Just give them a quick dunk. It's not like they were just swimming in a pool of placenta, right?
Yeah, I've seen those videos where they toss newborns into the pool to teach them how to swim.
I like that.
Yeah.
Oh, and then there's the tub birth. Someone does. They do the tub birth with the medulla.
That's crazy. Why would you want to ruin baths for you forever?
Yeah, I know. Can't fuck her. I can't take a bath. I got to beat off in the shower for the rest of my life because this experience is polluted. These two great joys of mine. Ask me my two favorite things 10 minutes ago. Go ahead, ask me.
What are your two favorite things?
Fucking and then taking a hot bath. Both off the table.
Gone.
Both dead.
Removed.
Because of this one.
Yeah.
This little shit.
Yeah.
Now I cry and beat off in the shower. That's it. That's my new life. That's fatherhood for me. So, thank you. So,
another great greeting card. Happy 60th, Grandma. At the end of all that.
So they do. So I go, I don't want to cut the umbilical cord. That's not what I want to do.
Thanks.
And they go, okay. So they put them in the Owens Corning dish, and they bring it over here. And then at some point, somebody hands me scissors. Like I'm the mayor of a town that's going to launch a construction project. You know what I mean?
We'd like to announce the opening of the brand new Baskin Robbins here in Saskatoon.
This will be the most innovative AIDS hospice South Pasadena's ever. Okay.
By the way, didn't AIDS Hospice play at the Belly Up last November?
Yes, they did.
That's a great band name.
They opened for Guar. So they hand me the scissors, and they're like, all right, now you can cut the umbilical cord. And I'm like, it's already been cut. It's not, what they don't tell you is it's the ceremonial cutting. It has nothing to do with the actual procedure.
Oh, so it's already removed.
It's removed. It's cut. It's done. And then they hand you the scissors, and I'm left-handed. And most scissors are like right-handed.
Yeah.
So I'm like over the chafing dish, and I start to flip the scissors over and try to get my fingers into the small hole, and I almost fucking drop the thing and take the kid's eye out. I should have done it just to make a point. And that was birthing.
Great first word. Great first ball. Solid start. Solid start. Here we go. Ball number 2. Freeway.
Freeway.
That was you?
I got to tell you, yeah. We, there's that Aretha Franklin song about the freeway, right?
I don't know.
We're going riding on the freeway.
Oh,
no, and you can't stop that. Am I right? It's a pretty white audience here. I don't know if you... I don't feel like you support urban acts. But she's crossed us over.
Yeah. This feels like more like a Mumford & Sons crowd.
Yeah. She's... But Aretha had an ample bosom.
She did.
Now here's the thing. Here's what I can't figure out about the freeway. It's a weird song it's a weird subject for a joyous song because freeways to me just means fucking nothing but traffic and homeless encampments with the occasional gardening truck that's overheating.
Yeah. It's just roadhead city. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
People cutting across 4 lanes with no blinkers.
Right. It's a shit show. But I will tell you this, and Mike August pointed this out, and we say it every time we go from L.A. to Orange County, which we did this evening, which is you start off in L.A. So we start off on the 5 freeway in Glendale, California, which is essentially like Damnation Alley.
Yeah.
It's just shopping carts and weeds and homeless people looking for a place to die and guys with fucking bumper stickers saying Sierra Club, take a hike to hell. And it's the fucking most depressing place ever. And then at a certain point, the fucking sky clears and the clouds part, and you hear angels singing, and that's when you enter Orange County. And then everything...
It's great.
Everything gets clean, wide, and white. Nothing anymore. No fucking billboards for guys who are like, I'll replace any tooth for $29.
I love that guy.
No fucking weird billboards about cut rate dental work. No attorneys where their phone number has 28 nines in it. None of that. just fucking wide open, and after about 20 minutes you go, is that the Matterhorn?
It's great.
That's what a fucking freeway should look like. And I realize, I think Orange County has a traffic czar, which I would like to be if, in fact, they do not have. I want to be the LA traffic czar just for the outfit.
It's snazzy.
Yeah. It's one of those orange cones with a chin strap.
Every woman's fantasy.
I remember, and I was lamenting talking to that fucking retard Gavin Newsom because he is literally a retarded human being. He literally is. Here's a little thought experiment. What if Gavin Newsom looked like Patton Oswalt? You go, that guy's the most retarded troll on the planet. Shut up. And he would never get a vote. But he looks like a guy who fucking sells teeth whitening, fucking toothpaste, and all the people are so fucking dumb. They go, that guy looks like he can do something. When that motherfucker was on my show, I was like, Gavin Newsom, the fucking traffic is horrible. I mean, California's bad. LA is the worst in the world. What the fuck? Where's the traffic czar? What are we going to do about this? How come we're not trying to alleviate this? And he goes, by the way, you know he's fucking dumb because dumb people who look good say dumb shit and pretend it's smart. It's like when hot blondes tell you stories that never end. They think they're good stories. Good-looking people say dumb shit and think it's smart shit. And he goes, you know, I go, fucking traffic, it's brutal. We got to fix this traffic. What's going on in this state? And he goes, you know, I saw a billboard I like. The billboard said, you're not in traffic, you are traffic. This guy'd make a great oncologist, right? Hey, your body's riddled with cancer? Yes. I read something on a bench, on a park bench once, and it said, you don't have cancer, you are cancer.
So
who's my next
should
patient?
I continue the chemo, or?
Hey, that's all I got for you.
Hey, man, nobody out Pizza's the Hut.
That's right. Gotta avoid the Noid. They brought the fucking Noid back.
I know.
Can you believe they fucking brought the Noid back?
Yes, I can.
Can you believe somebody in 2019 and a half was sitting at the Domino's boardroom going, I got an idea, boss.
What's up, Brad?
Remember the Noid?
Sure. Classic character.
I think it's time for a comeback.
You're promoted.
Yeah. This is going to be even better than that time I invented New Coke. It's a fucking beverage reference, people. Shit. Got to hold your hand for everything.
And then the boss goes, you're not great at pizza, you are pizza.
That's right. So, what were we talking about? The freeway? Can I fucking tell you something? I saw this yesterday. Somebody, I was coming off the 101. I was getting onto the 5. I was heading to my studio. Oh, of course, the off-ramp the transition was all fucked up. Everyone was backed off. It was all boxed up. And I saw what I see 3 days a week in L.A., which is fucking idiots standing outside of their car talking to another person who basically tapped their rear bumper. Oh. There's no radiator smoke billowing in the air. There's no blood. There's no airbag deployed. There's no nothing. Somebody physically made contact with the back of your car, and your thing is you put it in park, and then you get out of the car, and you have a fucking conversation with that person in the second lane of the goddamn freeway. Pull the fuck over, you fucking retards. Or better yet, let's just put a bounty on these people.
Sure.
Like they're Nutria. And anyone you get a gift certificate from the city. You know what I mean? Like if you can fucking clip one in your dually. And then everyone just starts putting the pedestrian stickers on the bumper of their dually. And it's like, you know, like in World War II when you shot down 13 Nazi Stukas and your fucking P-51 was all swastika'd up.
I remember.
You remember those days.
Yeah.
But Jesus Christ, they were standing in the middle of the freeway having a fucking conversation. Move it the fuck over, you idiots. Thank you. All right, let's pull another. Let's do another.
Ball number 3.
Ball number 3.
Oh, this is a good one. And it reminds me of Cisco. Thong.
Thong.
I haven't thought about Cisco in a while. It's always good to hit the reset button and go, remember that guy? Remember that song?
Oh, yeah, Cisco.
The Thong song.
Yeah. No, they make hard drives for computers, right?
Yeah. So
The
that
Thong
guy,
song.
that guy who created Cisco became a rapper.
Yeah. I like
Now that's a good road trip song.
a thong back.
Yeah.
It's good. I think in a way a thong back can improve a chick's ass even if it's not a great ass. I think they are better. You guys stop me if I'm wrong, but if a chick has an ass, and let's just say that ass is a 6, not a 9, not a 4, but it's a 6, I think the thong kicks it up versus just kind of the jockey shorts. You know the perfect color for an ass?
What's that?
No, it's not black. It's Brazil. It's that caramel Brazil color.
Right.
Too black is too much. Too white is too pasty.
It goes good with any thong.
That's why Brazil can't fucking get out of their own way. At some point, they're like, oh, we have the best color asses on the planet. Let's sculpt a culture around our asses.
Yeah.
We'll have parades where we shake our asses. The beginning of Miami Vice, we'll see some hot ass shaking in there. They can't build a car. They have no space program. Their military's for shit. It's because they have the right color ass.
Yep.
The beautiful golden caramel honey colored ass.
Not mad about it.
Yeah. Now, the thong back will improve a woman's ass. I do believe it degrades the man's ass. I don't think the thong back is
definitely
good.
doesn't highlight it the way it should.
A good, and by the way, I could never get away with a thong. You know what I mean?
Have you tried?
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
Like all who came before me. I would fucking, I can't, I would ruin, there's no way I could just pop a thong on and go to work. It's
got to be liberating though, right? Because you've gone commando, I'm sure.
Yeah, I've definitely gone, I'm commando now, actually.
Yeah.
Prove
it.
I feel like it helps, it frees up my thinking. But the thing about the thong, you put that thong in, if I did the thong, when I was done with the thong, you wouldn't have to throw it away. You'd have to burn it. You'd have to treat it like medical waste. You know what I mean? Like, it wouldn't be enough just to throw it away. You'd have to incinerate it.
What did you do to that thong?
The point is, look, if I just wear a fucking long shirt and tuck it in, it's ruined by the end of the day. Just in that proximity of my asshole.
Yeah.
Still no good anymore.
But you got a
the
high crack?
thong, and by the way, the trying to get that thing out, I don't know if you're hirsute down there, you know. I don't know if it's a cultural thing, but, you know, for me, I got some extra hair down there.
Yeah?
Oh, man. It'd be like trying to get peanut butter out of Santa's beard. Couldn't do it.
Another great greeting card.
You got to cut it away. You can't negotiate. You'd have to cut the thong off.
Yeah.
And then you'd have to burn it.
Of course.
And then 3 weeks later, if I was taking a shit, I would still find pieces of the thong in the toilet.
You have to.
You would?
Yeah, you definitely would.
Yeah. Hand of God. True story.
How do we feel about thongs on babies? Where do we stand on that?
Well, I don't know if anyone's ever invented like thong diaper.
That's what I'm saying. The Kardashians, I feel like, just have that waiting in the wings.
Can I tell you how evil my daughter is?
Tired of your baby not looking like a pussy magnet?
My daughter is so funny, And it's so interesting when you have twins, you study them, you get that boy-girl thing going. But my daughter, she's got a little mean streak, and she figured out, but it's an interesting thing. So when she was 2 years old, I'd go, oh, hey, Natalia. I'd go to pick her up, and she'd go, poo-poos, poo-poos. And I'd go, oh, and I'd hand her to the nanny. Well, we started finding out she didn't shit her diaper up. She just wanted the nanny and not me. Now, fast forward, she's 15.
Oh, no.
And I call her up.
Oh, no. Oh, God.
Sorry, Dad, can't talk, just shit myself. No.
Poo-poo, Dad, poo-poo.
No. Now I call her up, and every fucking time I call her, I go, hey, Natalia, where is she? She goes, oh, I'm out, we're eating hamburgers at the Habit. My battery's really low, so I gotta jump. That is her modern-day poo-poo.
Wow.
That's right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Doesn't want Dad.
No. It's all right.
Good night, everybody. We just ended on that.
I was like, I fucking ceremoniously cut your umbilical cord for this shit?
If I were 80 years old and overweight and diabetic and hadn't had COVID already, I'd be like, yep, straight up, like, this makes sense. But if you're 18 and in fantastic shape, let alone have already had it and recovered and got the antibodies, then it's a whole different equation. And I just honestly wish people could chill out a moment and just respect that, as we always did.